Hi everybody, this is Booklooms from Instagram and YouTube, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be making Princess Anna from the new Disney short Frozen Fever. And Frozen Fever is going to be a little clip that they're going to show before the new live action Cinderella movie. So I'm so excited to see both things. And I was very thankful because official Rainbow Loom on Instagram shared this photo and I was so thankful, so I wanted to put out a tutorial for you guys so you guys would know how to make her too. So today I will be using Rainbow Loom Caramel and also some orange glitter bands, skin tone bands, 2 pony beads for the eyes. I will also be using some other glittery bands. But if you don't have that, you can just use green bands. I'm going to be using Rainbow Loom olive bands, Rainbow Loom dark green bands, Rainbow Loom, I believe this is jelly teal, and also the Rainbow Loom limited edition green mint bands, and Rainbow Loom black bands for the shoes. So, and also you're going to need your Rainbow Loom hook and your Rainbow Loom. So please gather your supplies and we will begin. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is make Anna's hair. So today for the hair, I am using glitter orange bands. I believe I got these at Five Below a while ago though, or Target. And I'll also be using Rainbow Loom Caramel. So if you don't have orange glitter bands, or you don't have caramel, you could just use regular orange or regular caramel or brown bands, whatever color you would like. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take my orange glitter band and wrap it around my hook 3 times. Now what I'm going to do is take a caramel band and an orange glitter band, 2 bands at a time, and put this band over. So we have a chain like this. Now once again, I'm going to take a caramel band and an orange glitter band, and this time I'm only going to put the first 2 bands through, and then I'm going to put these 2 back on my hook. So once again, we're going to take orange glitter and caramel, we're going to put them on our hook, and we're going to pull the first 2 over. And now we have something that looks like this. So we can take 1 more caramel and 1 more orange band and pull them through everything this time. And right now you may want to grab a spare hook. So I have a spare hook. I'm going to put this to the side. And now the next thing we are going to do is make Princess Anna's arms. Okay everybody, so now we're going to start making Princess Anna's arms. And we are going to be using double bands, so 2 bands at a time. I'm going to be using this glitter color here, but if you don't have a glitter color, what you can do is make your replace this color with a green color for her dress. Whatever color you're going to use for her dress, I mean. Okay. Okay, so we're going to start laying our bands on our loom. So we're going to do 2 here, 2 here, and then start with our skin tone bands. And then we're going to take 1 more skin tone band. And wrap this around 4 times. If you can only get it 3 times, that's okay. And now I'm going to start looping forward. So I'm going to go in with my hook, pull back our capping band, and start looping forward. And once again, you are going to want to take your spare hook and put the arms on your spare hook. So please pause the video and make another arm for Princess Anna, and I will be back when I finish my arm. So the next thing we are going to do is make the dress extensions. So we're going to be taking 2 jelly teal bands at a time and placing them on our loom. And then on our 4th one, we're going to take 1 band of whichever color you want the little circles on her dress to be. I really like the limited edition gold mint ones. Wrap it around 3 times. Then we're going to grab 2 bands and place them on our loom like this. Go like this. And then we're going to wrap this around 3 times, or 4 times if we can get it. And then we get something that looks like this. So I actually filled up my spare hook with her hair and her arms, so I have another hook here just in case. And I'm going to put the dress extension here. And then now we just have to make 1 more dress extension, and then we're going to make the other parts of the dress on the loom. So we're going to wrap it around 3 times. And now we're going to push this down and wrap it around 4 times if we can. Now I believe that we have made everything that we need to make off the loom, and we can start putting our bands onto the loom and making Princess Anna. Okay, so now we're going to start laying our bands on the loom. So the first thing I'm going to do is take 2 skin-colored bands. And also, make sure to be sure, please, that your loom is in the rectangle configuration. Now I'm going to take 2 more glitter bands that I used for the arms and place 2 here, 2 here, and then we are going to take 2 olive colored bands, place 2 here, place 2 here, and now place 2 glitter bands there, and then we are going to place 2 green bands. Nope, we're going to place 2 more olive bands. Here. Okay, so now we're going to take 2 more olive bands, place them here, 2 more olive bands, place them here. And now we're going to use more olive bands. So what we're going to do, place 2 olive bands here, 2 olive bands here, 2 dark green bands here, two olive bands here, and 2 olive bands here. And now we have 2 sets of olive bands on our loom, so I am going to switch to my dark green. Okay. So now I'm going to take 2 dark green bands here, 2 dark green bands here, 2 dark green bands here, and now we're going to repeat that once again. And now I'm going to take 2 teal bands here and 2 teal bands here. And now we can start laying more bands. So we are going to go down 5 times. And on our 4th time, we are going to take our green band, wrap it around 3 times, and take 2 more bands. And place them here. In the middle, we're going to do the same thing. Sorry guys, I just gotta get my bands out. Alright. Okay, so now in the middle, we're going to be doing the same thing. So 1, 2, 3. This is our 4th one. So we take 1, wrap it around 3 times, five, and now once again on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can definitely pause the video and rewind. Okay, so now once again I'm going to take 2 glitter bands and I am going to... I just realized that my camera cut off, so you're going to want to add another 3 sets of teal bands underneath our bands with the gold mint bands on top of them. And I'm going to place them here on the bottom. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the left side. And I'm sorry, I forgot we have to make her shoes on our hook. So I'm going to be using black bands. So I'm going to take one black band, wrap it around three times actually, I'm sorry, and take two more black bands. Put it on our hook. Take two more color of whichever one you would like to use for her stockings. And we have something that looks like this. So now we can put it on our loom. And now once again, we are going to take three black bands. So 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to put this on our loom. What we do is we are going to take the dress extension off of our hook, and you see this, oh I'm sorry, you see this side with our circle band bubbled up like this. We're going to want to put the bubble on the bottom. So you're going to want to place it so you can't see the bubble. Not bubble, but band, but I'm just calling it a bubble. The reason is because when we take this off the loom, the side of the dress that we're going to want, that's going to look better, it's going to be the opposite of this. So now we can put on our capping bands and our arms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my arms off of the hook, place it here. Oh, I'm sorry if you couldn't see that. Place one there and place the other one here. And now we can start putting on our cap bands. So, whichever color you used here, so you guys can see it better, is I'm going to take my hook, wrap it around twice, and then stretch it across. And now I am going to take one dark green band and I'm going to take it and put it across here. And then I'm going to take another dark green band. Okay, so now we're going to take another dark green band, wrap it twice around our hook, and place it from here to here. And then we are going to take two more teal bands, place them there, two more teal bands, two more teal bands here, and two more teal bands here. And if you did not hear my narration that I put in, I know it was a little bit hard to see. My camera actually cut off when I was laying the three teal bands here. So please, if you haven't, please take this off of your loom, lay these three teal bands on, and put this back on. So, since I did that, I'm going to take teal bands and go from here to here. And now we can start looping forwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my rainbow loom hook. I am going to push this back, pick up these two glittery bands, and go forwards. Here in the middle, I'm going to put it over the cap band. And now all I'm doing is reaching back and simply looping these bands forward. And now this part might be a little bit tricky to see, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our top 2 bands and pull them to the left, and then take our top 2 bands. Alright, if that happened to you, all you have to do is grab your bands like this and pull them back over. And then we can continue looping up. So we're going to take these 2 bands here, these 2 bands here, and remember, we're always aiming for the top 2 bands. And then we're going to go in underneath our dress extensions. You might have to pull them out, but I went in underneath all, oops. So I went in underneath all the blue bands, the teal bands, I'm sorry, and I'm pulling up the 2 green bands. And now I'm doing the same on this side. I'm in underneath all the teal bands, and I am pulling these forwards. So now we can put this cap band back. Our top band is the center. Then we're going to go to the side. And now we can take our dark green bands, go forwards, our olive bands and go to the side, olive bands to the side, forwards, now I'm going to go in here And now we just finally have our neckband. So now we can slowly take this off of our loom and we can make Princess Anna's head or face. So I'm going to take my spare hook and I'm going to take this off the loom, and I will see you back when you take yours off the loom. Okay, you guys, so we are going to start by making Princess Anna's face for this part of the video. So I have just taken the body off of the loom and it looks like this. And don't worry guys, because I'm going to show you how to attach these sides. But first we are going to make her face. So I'm going to be using the glitter orange and the caramel bands that I was using before. So I'm going to take 2, go from here to here, 2, from here to here, 2 from here to here, and I know I used double caramel here, but I ran out of the glitter orange, and 2 from here to here. And if you use one color, I'm sure it'll look just as good. And now we're going to take our bun, and what we are going to do is we are going to take it like this, and we're going to place one end here and one end here. So then it should be sticking out like this. Okay, so then after we've attached her bun, we are going to be using our skin tone bands. So, here are my skin tone bands. Okay, so we are going to take 2 bands here. 2 bands here. 2 bands here. And 2 bands here. And now we can place 2 bands here. Here. And here. And now I'm going to put my eyes on. So I'm going to take 2 little pony beads and I am going to place them on one single skin color band. Just like this. And I'm going to place them here. And now I'm going to take the body and I am going to stretch the neck bands like this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my top 2 bands, loop them forwards. My next 2 bands are going out to the left, and my next 2 bands are going out to the right. So now once we get here, I'm just going to hold this back. I'm going to go in until I see the bottom 2 bands, and I'm going to pull them forwards. Okay. So now what we can do is we can take 2 caramel bands, or I'm just going to take 1 for now. I'm going to reach in through all of these bands. I'm going to take this band and I made a slip knot. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to once again take this off of my loom. Pop the eyes through. And here we have Princess Anna. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this by pulling it through. And now as for the sides of her dress, what we can do is we can turn her over, we're going to turn her over, go into here, and now go into the last one. Now we're going to take a teal band here, bring it through both, and we're going to make a slip knot. So that's one side. And then for the other side, we're going to do the same thing. We are going to reach through our last band here, reach through our last bands here, take another band, and make a slip knot. And here we have our dress. And for one last finishing touch, what we can do is we can take a black band for her bow. So we can take a black band, we can cut it in half, and what I did was I took my hook, and I put it through the bun. I took the black band and what I did was I put one end through one side and one end through the other. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed making Princess Anna with me today. And if you would like to see more videos, please subscribe. And also please follow me on Instagram at booklooms. And I hope to see you soon. And I will see you next time for my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.